I'm AJ Fried, and this is your BMB Coronavirus report for Saturday, May 9th. And this is the end of the 8th week of school we have missed since we began following the stay-at-home order. In Albany yesterday, Governor Cuomo reminded people across the state to remain vigilant, as even though we have seen decreases in cases, the coronavirus remains highly transmittable.
One fact we do know about COVID is we know that there is still a lot that we don't know about this virus. And some things that we thought were facts are now being revisited. We were told if you had the virus, you then had antibodies, you would then be immune from getting it a second time. Now there are some questions about whether or not you're immune, how immune you would be even if you have the antibodies. We were led to believe that the good news about this virus was it didn't affect children, which was taken as great news, right? Now we have a new issue that we're looking at, which is something we're just investigating now. But while rare, we're seeing some cases where children affected with the COVID virus can become ill with symptoms similar to the Kawasaki disease or toxic shock-like syndrome.
Closer to home, last night, right here on the BMB YouTube page, Luke and Ava hosted BMB's Game Night number 2. You can see all the action on the BMB YouTube, including a pair of guest appearances from a certain BMB host. Now to see what is happening in your neighborhood, let's check in with our BMB reporters around the district.
Hi, this is Dan Cole from BMB at Greta Place, and I'm sure every kid my age is happy about school closing and us being done for the rest of the year. I'm sure my parents probably aren't too happy. The remote learning has been pretty new, or more stuff's been happening. More Zoom meetings than the first week, definitely. And the warm weather, I feel like, is going to make it definitely harder to stay inside longer because, more stuff's going to be going on. It's going to be way nicer outside, and everyone's just going to want to go outside even more than they already do now. This has been Daniel Coles from BMB at Greta Place.
Hi, I'm Michelle Volfman from Waltoffer Avenue on week 8 of staying home due to the coronavirus. A lot of people that I'm in touch with don't like that we're closed till the end of the year because we want to go back and we want everything to go back to normal. And nothing has really changed with remote learning. Everything's been the same for a couple of weeks. And the warmer weather is definitely going to make social distancing a little harder because we're going to want to go outside more and obviously spend time with people. This is Michelle Volfman from
Bellmore Avenue, and school is officially canceled, and I'm okay with it. I predicted it. I think it's going to be better for all of us to just start anew next year, clean slate. Not to say I am completely happy with my senior year being canceled, but worse things could happen, and I'm not mad at all. I know some people are, which is completely understandable. They're losing their senior year, they're losing a year of college or whatever they're missing. I get it. And I'm not saying I love quarantine either. It's kind of getting really hard to keep motivation up. After the AP test, I'm hoping there's not going to be a lot of work and we can just, slowly transition into the summer with the warmer weather and just have more free time. And I think that's when we're going to really start enjoying this quarantine. So hopefully it all works out. I'm excited. That's all I really have to say. From BMB, I'm Melanie Senra.
Thanks, guys. Now on a Saturday BMB tradition, here's BMB's Kyle Santagato with his weekly commentary.
Alright, so it's week 9 of the quarantine, and, last time I talked about how I'm not going back to school, so for me it doesn't even really matter what week it is anymore, because now it's just going to go into summer. So really, I guess the only thing I have left to look towards is my college year. So personally, I have decided I want college. I'm going to, at least I believe I have. I'm not 100% decided, but I'm fairly confident in where I'm going. But there is a looming cloud over just the decision is a scary one for me. But more importantly, I think what worries me the most is, we think that I hope at least that this is going to be over by the summer. I'm hoping, it'll be done by August. But I've talked to my parents, and, at least from what we can think, there's an actual real possibility that this will go until, I would be going to college next year. Like, this could be until then. And that's a scary thought because, I had a really rough transition going from middle school to high school. So this is something that, like, going from high school to college is probably going to be rough for me. And I am beyond worried that this is going to keep going and that this is going to persist into my college career, into the beginning of my college career. And, that's a scary thing to think about. But I do think that we're doing better. I think that, well, not better, I guess. I think we're on the right track. Social distancing, all that stuff. They say it's working. So, as long as we keep doing it, I think we'll be fine. And, hopefully we get through the summer, and on the other side, when colleges start to be able to open again, this is all done and I can actually go to college and not have to worry about it. But, it's something to think about, and it's something that I hope I won't have to deal with. But, at the same time, I wouldn't be super surprised if it was something that happened. But, it's just how life goes right now. And I understand that this is a hard time, so, it's whatever. Thank you all for listening. Okay.
Thanks, Kyle. So that'll do it for another episode of the BMB Daily Report. If you missed any of BMB's news director Casey Farr's interview with the past week with Superintendent Mr. DiTomaso and Assistant Superintendent Mr. Harrington, BMB is releasing the full interview uncut in its entirety today. Be sure to subscribe to BMB to get the latest on all that is going on around the district during this difficult time. To the members of our community and of our family who are struggling, know you are not alone. For BMB, I'm AJ Freed. Stay safe, Mepham.